Um, on a serious note, I'd like to give a brief moment of silence to someone who's been with us for um, almost 50 years. I'd like to say, rest in peace, Roe versus Wade. Okay, welcome to the No Filter Podcast. This is a special interest. This is the special interest all you motherfuckers have been waiting for. Two niggas evaluating Star Wars. Oh my God. Ooh, the force is strong with us. It is about to happen. But before we even go down the Star Wars road, yes. You see that? Y'all understand? Look, I would cam up on y'all with the Vader helmet, but I just don't give a fuck about y'all. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Me and Mookie are going to discuss the season, not just the finale, the entirety of the season of the show Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
Oh, I was like, don't say it. Ah, he said it. He said it.
What are your thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I loved it personally. I thought everything was done very well. I don't have any overall looming complaints. There are some things that I feel like it could have went differently. It could have been a little bit better. But overall, I think for a story that wasn't told, it's kind of like you told a story and then you got to try to fit something in between a story that you've already told. So I think it was dope. Like I'm not as big of a Star Wars fan as D is, so I don't pick up on the bigger nuances or the smaller ones for that matter, because he pick up on everything. Like it's got to really stand out for me to have a problem with it. Other than that, I don't have no. I like it personally. You trying to tell a story of a story that's already been told. So I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love to watch old Ben Kenobi try to get back into his own after being a bum. after being a fucking bum, living off in a cave. But I thought it was dope. I loved every part of it. I loved all the actors, everybody. Bringing back OG Darth Vader, James Earl Jones as the voice. I did not, however, the only part that I did not like.
There it comes.
the only part that I didn't like was the battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. And wait one thing before I get into that. I hate how everybody called him Darth. Like that was his first name. Like that shit was so off-putting. It was like, goodbye, Darth. Wait, that's not his
that
first
is
name.
Not your name, bitch.
Darth is not his first name. Like y'all are killing me with this shit. I did not like that. Oh, but the other thing is the battle when Obi-Wan knocked off his helmet and you saw the half of it, and then I was like, I
want to call them crooks and robbers. But since it was their original plan to begin with.
It's like, but you
could have left it where it was, bitches.
You knew.
You heard me, Filoni. You fucking hear me, Filoni.
Nobody wanted to see that. I didn't want to see Obi-Wan do that. I wanted to see fucking Ahsoka do it. I literally said that shit in a podcast. You fucking rat bastards. You gonna give it to Obi-Wan? You motherfuckers. I'll
say this though. Okay. And this is where Mookie is absolutely correct about picking up on the smaller nuances. I need everyone to understand. While I do have a problem with the scene itself and them remaking the scene in its totality altogether, it's two separate sides of Vader's helmet. One being cut off by his mentor, the other being cut off by his Padawan, showing that Anakin is still behind the mask.
You see what I be talking about? You see what I gotta deal with? This is why I hate having. Okay, let me not say I hate. This is why the discussions with D they literally go usually one-sided. Like he said it in the last time. He was like, "You're gonna make a stupid point, and I'm gonna prove how wrong you are." And I'm like, "Well, damn it, I don't want to talk no more." But you see,
but that wasn't a stupid. That wasn't
right,
a stupid point. No. That was fire.
But it's like you see how he picked what she did it, he did it. Is like Anakin is still there. I don't pick up on shit like that. I don't. Like, I know it's him under there, but it's the meaning behind the meaning. It was like he is always Anakin. He never really is. See how he gets it? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't ever get it. I just be like, yeah. Oh, another problem I had was fucking Owen. He is such a bitch.
What was your problem? But Owen's always been a bitch. That's his character.
I get it. And you know what? And this is another thing about the difference between me and D is that D can put it all together. I don't. Like, I'm watching this show. I forget that in the very first
1977,
the very first
he was a whole bitch.
He was a bitch then. And as soon as he said it, I'm like, oh no shit. He was just as bitchy as he was. Like, so that part is dope how they kept it together. But just watching him, I'm like, why are you like this? Who did this to you? Who did this to you? He's got a lot of his father in him. That's what I'm afraid of. You pussy. You. The aunt though, she was about her action. I love that. She was about that action. She pulled them guns out. Even he looked like he had never held a gun before. He was like, oh my god, what are you doing? Oh no. But other than that, it was great. It was dope. Both of the fight scenes between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan were great to me. The first one where he was getting drugged. Oh my god.
Epic.
Oh my god. It kind of makes you forget, like, when you think about the original trilogy, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, you don't see Darth Vader as a menace. Like, he's not you don't see, you be like, oh, okay, he's just a big dude that can choke people. Like, you see what I'm saying? This, like, in Rogue One,
this shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, the way they portrayed him in Rogue One, the Obi-Wan series, and he was in one more, the damn game. We was just literally talking about it.
Oh, Fallen Order.
Beastly. And you forget that's who he is. Like,
well, okay, look, don't go down that road yet, right?
Okay, my bad.
Because we're trying to stay on Obi-Wan.
My bad.
Right. Like, look, Mookie going down the yellow brick road, y'all.
My bad. I'm sorry. That's why. See, this is why I don't talk.
No. Mookie's good, right? So listen, y'all. Mookie is about to take y'all on a trip that y'all don't need to understand yet, because we didn't get that far into this yet. So right now, we're just going Obi-Wan, y'all. We're going to ruin Obi-Wan. So listen, if you have not watched Obi-Wan,
move off.
I'm not even going to tell you to get off. Fuck you, it's too late because Mookie already spoiled it. Mookie already spoiled it. He said they fought twice. He said everything. Like, he talked about fucking Aunt Beru getting the guns. That was the last episode.
Fuck it.
So I'm gonna give my brief recap on my likes first. Okay, first let me add the caveat. I'm biased. I'm biased as fuck. Not because I love Star Wars, but because I think Star Wars is the most brilliant movie ever made in its entirety. It is a cinematic masterpiece. It is not up for debate. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to have a conversation with you about, oh, The Godfather's better. No, bitch, The Godfather was a book. It was not written for the movies. It was adapted from a book. Shut the fuck up. Oh, Harry Potter. It was a fucking book. Oh, Divergent. Nope, bitch, it was a book. The Hunger Games. Nope, bitch, it was a book. I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit. Star Wars was written to be a fucking movie, and that's what it is. So when y'all start coming at me about some, oh no, The Lord of the Rings. Nope, bitch, it was a book. Come see me about some episodic movie where all of the parts in their totality equal what Star Wars is, and then maybe I'll tell you you're full of shit and tell you how you're wrong, but I'll still entertain the dialogue. But I'm not entertaining the dialogue with you stupid motherfuckers who be trying to argue about goddamn books that are 50 plus fucking years old, 100 years old, that somebody read, thought was genius, and let's make it into a movie, because that's not how that works. The shit was written as a book. Someone else had the idea. Someone else had all of the backstory, all of the character development, all of that shit was already in place. And then someone comes along and fucks it up, i.e. season 8 of Game of Thrones. Don't fucking play with me. Anyway, soapbox rant over, on to Obi-Wan. From the opening scene of Obi-Wan, I was hooked, period, point blank. Opening up Order 66, Jedi Temple, next fucking level. Younglings, master teaching the younglings, door pops open, stormtroopers come in, pew, 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 wonderful, genius, the whole thing. Okay, cool, bet. Now, there are issues because I felt like they should have delved a little bit deeper and there would have been more backstory explained if Reva and them are hiding while they see Obi-Wan and Yoda come back to the Jedi Temple and change the fucking message so no Jedi ever come back to rescue them, which is why a lot of the children are left to their own resources, even after being identified as fucking Jedi Padawans and younglings and being in the temple. Because, you know, the Jedi Order was, I mean, Order 66 was Order 66. Like, they got decimated. Like, that was just, that's a statement of fact. But it was dope to see that in Obi-Wan, as well as the small glimpse you get of it in The Mandalorian, as well as the glimpse you get of it when it initially pops off in Revenge of the Sith. So that is the connective tissue to put all of these things into perspective, to put you in the right spot in the timeline, right? Fire. Huge issues with fucking the Grand Inquisitor's head. I'm not. The Grand Inquisitors look out here looking like a bobblehead was not. It wasn't good for me. Like, the character itself, cool, and herein lies the problem. I understand that the adaptation to live action seems like it would be problematic because he's a character that comes from the animated series Rebels and briefly glimpsed in the Clone Wars. However, approximately 20 or so years ago, the same species of character was properly depicted on screen in Phantom Menace, and the head shape was perfect. So to come back, and I understand like the Ahsoka conversation about Ahsoka's fucking tentacles not being as long, that had to do with movement and makeup. We're talking about, come on, bitch, y'all could have CGI'd this motherfucker's head, right? Y'all was doing too much. Like, that was weird. That was weird as hell. Like,
oh,
it was weird. Yeah, it was weird. Dude's head was weird because it's his head is more along. The species head is more elongated. So when you're seeing him fighting Kanan and Rebels, and you see other iterations of the species, their head are elongated, they got the sharp teeth, the whole shebang. Like, we've seen them depicted already in live action. So you did not have to do this asinine bobblehead, big bubble version where it looked like it's got a balloon on the back of his. Like, shit was weird. It wasn't go. Anyway, Reva, fire. Fuck y'all. Kiss my ass. Y'all lost y'all goddamn minds. Listen, crazy white boys who got a problem with fucking my Star Wars, suck my dick. Cause Reva's the shit. We gonna get into it later about how y'all feel about our black characters, because we like representation too, because we've been watching the movie just as long as you motherfuckers. And this was truly an escape for us, where y'all motherfuckers was just doing whatever the fuck it is y'all was doing out here in the world. We was really loving and living fucking Star Wars. So fuck y'all. Extra. Kiss my ass, suck my dick, all of that. Reva is fire from the opening to her mannerisms, her attitude, the whole shebang. Literally, everything she did, even when she gets tired of listening to the Grand Inquisitor jibber jabber about how to catch a Jedi, and picks up the knife and throws the fucking knife to make the fucking little Jedi boy use the Force to identify him. Shit was on and popping. Y'all motherfuckers got to realize, y'all had a complaint about a character who was perfect from the gate. And I feel like they were going to kill her. And because of y'all backlash, they kept that bitch alive. And now y'all they don't know what the fuck to do with this bitch. Just to spite you, stupid motherfuckers. Keep y'all fucking lily white racism out of Star Wars. This is what the fuck happens to y'all. Now, how y'all jumped on Kelly Marie Trans? I'm torn. I understand. That's how we win. Fighting for what we love, not killing what we... No, bitch. No, don't do that. Not in the middle of the fight. Don't do that. Bad dialogue. That's a bad movie altogether. We're going to get there too. We're going to get to the fact that was a bad movie. Moving on, you go through this succession. Next episode, you get to see her with Force augmented abilities, jumping over the roofs, being ruthless, the whole shebang, the conflict between her and the other Inquisitors, all fucking fire. All of these things happen after Fallen Order, so it's on point. Like, even though I was telling Mookie when the shit happened, the little small things where you're in the TV show Obi-Wan, but you're going by something that happened in the video game. So for those of us that played the video game, it immediately clicks like, bam, that is exactly where he was in the game when this shit happened. And this is why these things are in place the way they are. Shit was fucking genius. Loved every fucking minute of it. Once again, moving on down with Obi-Wan, right? Listen, man, there were some issues. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Obi-Wan was everything.
Perfect.
It was right. Yeah, like I'll get into that later as well about my stance on Disney Star Wars, so to speak. But so we're watching a show where the primary character is Obi-Wan, and I understand we have to have fringe characters and periphery existing characters. Like, I get that, that's cool. The dropping the mentions of people like fucking Quinlan Voss and shit like that. Like, yeah, all of those things are dope. Like, fan service, I'm here for all of it. The amount of attention focused on Princess Leia in this show is problematic. And it's not problematic because I don't want to see some little fucking child running around in Star Wars, because we watched that with Jake Lloyd. Like, we've literally seen the children of Star Wars become whatever the fuck they were going to become. The problem is for Obi-Wan and Princess Leia to have had that amount of interaction, the initial message Luke Skywalker discovers becomes problematic. Years ago, you fought for my father in the Clone Wars. Not years ago, 10 years ago, you rescued me from being kidnapped and brutally cut down by Darth Vader and the Inquisitors is not what the fuck the little bitch said. Like you remember that at 10. Like that's like he didn't rescue a swaddling baby. Like this little girl was moving and shaking. That's problematic.
That is true.
The dialogue itself isn't bad. The premise behind it is bad because the whole like at the end scene when they're like Obi-Wan, like if you ever need me, make sure in this emergency, make sure you really need me. All of that lends itself to the message. However, I'm not going to say years ago you fought for my father in the Clone Wars. Like, number one, that's not really what happened. Your father was a senator. I understand it was written backwards. Like, I understand it was written out of
right.
order.
And see, that's what I was saying too. It's like you're trying to work.
You're trying to squeeze in pieces.
Yeah.
But even in trying to squeeze in pieces, there are better ways to do it. And in hindsight, I can think about the better ways to do it. And I'm assuming these people are better at me than writing fucking movies because I don't fucking write movies. They write movies. Yeah, you might be right. But it's always easy to criticize something once it's complete.
Yeah, it's true too.
So, I think I'd have had these ideas prior to, like, if I'd have sitting at the table with Favreau and Filoni. I'm like, listen, bitches, I got some shit.
That's not what we're doing.
Right.
That's not what we're doing.
I got some shit to get off my chest here. So we're gonna have to make this happen.
Like you gotta look at what you're doing. You fucking it up. You gotta look at the whole thing.
Right. Like and the shit lends itself to the natural progression of the show, the storylines. Like it's just there for the taking, but y'all just not taking it. It's okay. I hope y'all hear this. Understand? I think y'all are great, and I appreciate y'all coming to do the things that y'all
don't ever stop. Don't ever stop.
Well, no. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, Mookie's telling y'all to never stop. What I'm saying is slow the fuck down. call George or me on the phone so we can talk some shit through. Because what y'all doing ain't necessarily working to further the brand. Y'all are ultimately alienating people, and y'all don't have to. So John and John, like, Favreau, Filoni, listen, call me. The No Filter Podcast 2022 at gmail.com. Hit me up, bro. I got y'all. And I only have one caveat, right? Y'all can have all my ideas for 2% on the back end. Y'all don't have to pay me nothing up front. The only issue that we're going to have is I need Mookie to become a Jedi.
Oh, baby.
And I need lifelong passes to Empire.
The Galaxy, the Galaxy's Edge.
Lifetime passes.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what changes are made. I don't give a fuck, like, whatever. I need lifetime passes.
Yes. You do that part, all of that together. Yes. Make that happen.
That's the look. You listen, content wise, I'm a gold man. Y'all motherfuckers will be loving life. 2% on the back end. Mookie becomes a Jedi, and he don't even have to be in a show in a movie no more. It could be a show.
Put me in a Disney Plus.
Mookie becomes a Jedi, and lifetime passes to Galaxy's Edge. That's it.
I'm here for it.
Deal, y'all. Come on. I will even help y'all with Marvel.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, Favreau, I'll help you with Marvel, bro. I got you. I got some ideas about Isaiah Bradley that we need to talk about.
See, look, fucking wealth of knowledge. Like unadulterated knowledge. I need to listen to this. I'm gonna tag y'all in this video. I'm gonna tag y'all in this video.
Oh shit.
Oh,
like yeah, this is real. So we get to the fight. We're gonna get to fight one. Fight one, epic, beautiful, genius. I even caught the nuance, and I was telling everybody, it's like, well, why didn't Vader just walk through the fire? Because he was having a fucking full-blown Anakin moment. The reason he decimated the fucking town is to show his old master how powerful he was. That was not Darth Vader. That was Anakin Skywalker flexing his muscle in front of his former master, who had chopped both his motherfucking legs off and left him to die on the fucking lava planet. Like, I'm showing the fuck out, bitch. Look at me. I bet I'm about to whoop your ass. So when I'm whooping your ass, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just beating his ass. I'm beating this old man's ass. This is not fucking fun.
This is not what I wanted to do.
This is not what I signed up for. I want to fight Obi-Wan. I don't know who you are, Ben. This is weird. Like, I got it. I understood the nuance. That's why he had no vested interest in going through the fire to grab Obi-Wan. Shit, he could have force grabbed him. Let's keep it a stack. Like, at the end of the day, he had already fucking held him up in the air, force choked him, slammed him into the ground, ran him over the motherfucking coals, raked him over the coals, literally. Right. His ass. Bingo. So we know it was possible. That was an Anakin moment. That was, you know what? I'm gonna let this motherfucker go so he can fucking get he can go train. He can go have a Rocky moment. Like, I'm surprised the music wasn't in fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Get him a montage. You start lifting shit with his mind.
It should have been the whole training montage. Fucking dual lightsabers, fucking fighting old fucking, like, he having memories of him fighting Grievous and shit. Like, oh shit, Obi-Wan's going his thing, like putting his Jedi robes back together because he was bumming. He was slumping. He was look. Right. He was letting his coworkers get bullied by the ain't shit bosses. He wasn't a Jedi. Like, he was chilling for 10 years. This motherfucker hadn't used the Force.
Like, nothing. Like, you gotta think, he was on a planet where there was obvious suffering. Like, he did nothing.
Bingo. And he knew there was suffering on the planet because that's the planet he picked up the useless life form Anakin Skywalker from. He knew the fucking planet was fucked up. That's what he called him. When Qui-Gon,
I remember.
I feel like we picked up another useless life form. That's really
he didn't say useless. He said he picked up another life form. He didn't say useless.
Look it up.
If he said, did he say? No, he didn't.
Look it up. Get your phone right now. Because remember, the first useless life form they picked up was Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. But I think they called him useless. Oh no. If y'all think I'm not looking it up, y'all sadly mistaken. No, shut up. Nope, hold on. No. You're full of shit. No. Okay, hold on. I gotta keep going. No. He didn't say that. Get the fuck out of here.
Star Wars is rude.
What did I hear?
I don't know what the fuck you heard.
I gotta go back and watch that whole movie again now because I don't remember that part. That somebody lied. What? No, I'm going back and watch. I can't watch because we're on the podcast. Trust and believe. I can't believe he said that.
Yeah, well, he's what he says is pathetic, but at the end of the day, he's just.
It doesn't matter. Either I don't.
Yeah, you forgot the adjective.
Yeah,
because he's literally annoyed because Obi-Wan is so focused on being a Jedi and following Qui-Gon and doing and once again, I know the backstory because I know that Obi-Wan didn't get chosen, quote unquote, to be Qui-Gon's Padawan. That's not how that went. There's a story behind that. So him traveling with Qui-Gon, doing the things they're doing, he's like, yo, like, bro, what is you doing, man? Like, that's why he's always telling like, master, you know, if you would just do what the council said, you could be on the council. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, yeah, I'm following you, but damn, cuz help a nigga out. Like, I'm trying to be the shit, and you out here being shit.
You out here being reckless and shit. How could I be great if you reckless?
Right. Like, so at any rate, so yeah, like, you know, Vader decimates Obi-Wan. Like, cool bet. Obi-Wan gets the back to check treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is now a theme in Star Wars. Everybody gets the back to treatment. Like, you got to do it. That's part of the process. Okay, cool bet. Moving on to the flashback. No, the flashback. Hayden Christensen, I love you, dog. Like, you are my guy. But if you had something in your contract where they could not de-age you, you a foul bitch. Because your old ass did not look like teenage Anakin at all.
You look
doing too
older
fucking
than
much.
Obi-Wan. Like,
Bruh,
for real.
right. Like, you got to do better, man. Like, they de-aged Luke Skywalker. They de-aged Princess Leia. They bought Tarkin back from the dead. You are not allowed to have nothing in your clause about not being de-aged.
I saw every wrinkle in your fucking face. That was the most disturbing part of that whole fucking scene. I couldn't even enjoy the scene because I was too busy looking at your fucking face.
It pulls you out of the scene. Like, when the scene first comes on and it's the wide shot, it's like, oh shit, nostalgia. This is great. And then when they start moving, you're like, oh, this is fire. And then when the lightsaber zooms over him, he's like, oh my God, bro, skincare.
Why do you look like a burnt potato? What the fuck is wrong with your face? What did they do to your face?
It was extra.
I was trying to think maybe they did it he was in some battles or something. I don't know, but he looked
no, because that we seen that Anakin. That's the Anakin that's creeping out Padme that eventually marries Padme.
Oh my God.
That was not working.
It wasn't. It was horrible.
Yes, there is more, so much more, because Dee has also consumed the novelizations and books. I don't expect everyone to do that, to include comics. So when you start talking about having a better understanding, like, more things in the sequels make sense if you read the books. Like, so Disney went out of it when Disney came into the fold. We're going to talk about this. So when Disney comes into the fold and George Lucas sells the genius that is Star Wars as an IP to Disney says, okay, all of these books that existed, all of these cartoons, all of this other shit is no more. This is what's canon. And okay, so canonically speaking, Disney now runs that aspect of Star Wars. So then they started producing material, and then they called the other shit Legends. The problem that most of the hardcore Star Wars consumers have is that when you took away the Legends, you took away brilliant stories, and then you tried to nitpick some of the shit and you fucked it up. When you could have just went in the direction you was going. Don't nitpick. Don't pull from a great story and then fuck it up. Just don't pull from the story. Let Legends be Legends and do what the fuck y'all doing. Like, that's really the case. So, but never mind the Legends shit. Let's talk about the canon shit. But you know what? Let's not talk about the canon. Let's talk about the original trilogy, right? So this segment is going to talk about the original trilogy, right? So we have episode. No, you know what, Mook? What do you think we should? You think we should talk about the original trilogy, then the prequel trilogy, then the sequel trilogy, or should we talk about it in chronological time order?
A part of me wants to say chronological, but however, I think we should do it the way we watched it. I think because if you go in chronological order, it's just gonna
it flows. You know what? Yeah, let's let it flow. Right.
All right, go for it.
We're gonna let it flow. The Phantom Menace. Luke Skywalker does not exist yet. Child Anakin Skywalker. Phantom Menace. Jake Lloyd. What y'all did to him? Horrible. That young man suffered greatly. It is. Look him up. Y'all motherfuckers think the world is cruel to y'all children? Look up what they did to young Anakin Skywalker.
That shit.
I don't know why the movie started there, but his life was horrible after fucking Star Wars.
Man.
And the posters were so fucking cool and so dope. Like Jake Lloyd looking down with his little fucking slave sand shit on, with the shadow of Darth Vader on the fucking hut. Like, that shit was so fucking fire, yo. I thought that was gonna be like the end. I thought I was gonna see that scene in the movie number one. I was robbed. So you get the Phantom Menace, right? So the Phantom Menace, dope. You get the political backdrop of Star Wars. And despite what everyone says, Star Wars has always been political because it's literally been a band of guerrilla fighters, rebels fighting against the sitting government. You ignorant motherfuckers who believe there's never no political aspects in Star Wars, y'all are fucking just ignorant, and y'all should shut the fuck up. And if y'all don't understand that, shut the fuck up even more. Like, that's really the case. For all y'all life, y'all been watching the bad guys fight against the sitting government, and then y'all wonder why we protest in the street. Anyway, fucking
message.
Like, root for me too, bitch. So you get the Phantom Menace, like it's dope. You get Qui-Gon, fucking like these are Jedi's Jedi. Like, he so dope with the Force, understanding the will of the Force and the living Force, not so much focused with like he's telling Obi-Wan to stay focused on the here and now, but this motherfucker was the first Jedi to figure out how to fucking transfer and keep his consciousness after death and be able to still communicate with the living. Like, this motherfucker was dope. Like, he was the shit, period. So prior to that, and once again, is where I say I know shit. Prior to that, there are Obi-Wan Kenobi is 13. When you turn 13 and you are at the Jedi Temple, if a master has not chosen you as a Padawan, you have the option to go become a part of the Jedi Agriculture Corps, the Jedi Medical Corps, or the Jedi Engineering
library in the library too, or where? What was that?
No, you have to be a Jedi to do that.
Okay. Carry on. I will shut up now. Carry on.
So no, because think about it. You're 13. So the Jedi are taking children from the ages of, like, once you're identified, so somewhere under 3. So you don't have any connections to your family. So for 10 to 13 years, you have lived outside of your culture, your community, but you've been taught how to use and manipulate the Force. They can't just arbitrarily send you back out into your fucking family. You know shit now. Like, that's how you get Dark Jedi and shit like that. So Obi-Wan literally ages out of the Jedi Temple. He aged out. No one chose him to be a Padawan. He's in the process of him traveling. I think he's going to the Agriculture Corps. Qui-Gon happens to be on the same train, and some shit jumps off, and Obi-Wan helps him. Qui-Gon is still apprehensive about taking on a Padawan because his last Padawan turned to the dark side, and they ended up fighting him. That is why Qui-Gon conceded and took on Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Padawan, even though he had aged out. Special concessions had to be made between Mace Windu, Qui-Gon, and fucking Yoda, because he had aged out. He was no longer at the Jedi Temple. He wasn't on Coruscant. They were out in the galaxy. Like that, like, come on. Like that's a story I would like to see. You want to give me an Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Give me that. Bring back fucking Liam Neeson to be Qui-Gon and give me 13-year-old Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's fire. At any rate,
not inaccurate. Continue.
Right, like even the brief description of the story is like, wait, that is fire.
That was actually. Did you not see me? I was captivated. I was like, I could picture it in my mind. I was like, oh shit, that would be dope. I would like to see that. Yes. Right,
like that's dope as fuck. So now you get about 18-year-old Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm gonna tell these stories based not on the characters that rest on the periphery, but on the characters we know, right? So Obi-Wan is the story at this point because Anakin Skywalker hasn't been found. Think about it. The Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan is the central character. Even when you're watching the movie, yes, they find the little slave boy. Qui-Gon does his finagling, whatever, frees the slave boy, yada, yada, yada. Great. Obi-Wan is still the central character. Hence, you're watching Obi-Wan and how he responds to fucking Jar Jar Binks, how he responds to the political climate, how he responds to his master, how he responds to the Jedi Council, how he responds to young Anakin. You're literally watching Obi-Wan. Like, that's really the case. Okay, you get to that point, Qui-Gon gets gun chopped down. Fucking, he doesn't even take the Jedi trials because he fought a ancient evil that they thought was gone, and got one off and got a lucky fucking hit on one of the most vicious Sith assassins to ever grace the galaxy. Well, no, he was. You can say what you want to say. Darth Maul was a beast. Keep it a stack. He killed.
Well, I guess he did. Yeah, I guess he
killed
did.
Qui-Gon in a one-on-one fight.
Yeah, he did live too. So you may be right. I may have to back off my square a little bit.
He eventually rises to. He eventually rises and elevates himself to the point where he is in control of an entire criminal syndicate with Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
And he holds the Darksaber and he's in charge of the entire Mandalorian race. And you are about to sit here and
I back off my square.
You're not finna downplay the legacy of Darth Maul, motherfucker.
I back off my square. I apologize. Like, I forgot he lived and did epic shit. I apologize.
He did great shit, right? So
I apologize.
You move on and you get to Attack of the Clones, right? So, and that's really how the story goes, right? So it's like Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is Attack of the Clones. You're watching young, impressionable, frivolous, uncontrollable Anakin Skywalker as a teenager process missing his mother, feeling like he's being overlooked, knowing he's infinitely more powerful than everyone and everything around him, but for some reason he is just not being given the information and teaching and tutelage that he fucking wants. It is not happening. And that frustration comes across, and Hayden Christensen does a bang out motherfucking job depicting that. And yes, it seems super whiny, it seems super over the top, but that's what it is meant to be. The shit was genius in every sense of the word. So you're watching this, you're seeing the fuckery that is between him and Padme, still kind of weird, strange, right? Like the creepy, weird, the creepy, you know, yeah, it is what it is. You eventually get to a point where now, and just so y'all know, in chronological order, we're going to really talk about this in chronological order, because we're not going to go to a movie next. We're going to go to an animated series. So you have Attack of the Clones, and then Attack of the Clones is what it is. This is the introduction to the Anakin Skywalker that eventually turns into Darth Vader, because that young little boy does not turn into Darth Vader. Truly, the Phantom Menace is about establishing the political landscape of the galaxy at the time and the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's really the case. Even when you get to Attack of the Clones, it's truly a story about Obi-Wan's apprentice. It's really not about Anakin. It's about the shit Obi-Wan's apprentice is getting into. That's really the case. And then Revenge of the Sith is about the failure of Obi-Wan. Like, because you're not watching just Anakin. When Obi-Wan goes to fight Grievous, Anakin's not there.
Yeah.
Right. That is why Anakin is easily susceptible to the influence of the Emperor, because the story is about Obi-Wan.
Like, that is interesting, sir.
So you didn't. I mean, that's one of them things you didn't realize.
Of course not. Of course not.
I apologize for my failure to give you this information prior to this podcast.
Now I'm looking stupid on the podcast. Like, look at me. Look at me.
My bad, bro. So we get to the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars in its initial inception was quite silly. Not gonna lie. However, the introduction of one of the greatest Jedi characters to ever exist in Ahsoka Tano, brilliant. And this is where I will add the caveat. Filoni and Favreau know exactly what to do with Ahsoka because she is a character they created. So the backstory and her motivations and her understandings and why she is who she is, they completely understand. Where that's simply not the case with the characters George Lucas created. Because he truly understands who those characters are. They understand the characters they created, which is why they do a brilliant job bringing Bo-Katan to fucking live action in The Mandalorian. Right. Like they do brilliant. They created Mando, brilliantly done. They created Ahsoka, brilliantly done. They in fact create Saw Gerrera, brilliantly done, because he is in Clone Wars. They don't fuck those up. They fuck up established characters. We'll get to that later. So you watch these seasons of the Clone Wars, right? So there's six seasons of the animated series, the Clone Wars. Tells you everything you need to know that happens in between episode 2 and episode 3. The 7th season of the Clone Wars overlaps directly, brilliantly done, with fucking episode 3. So when you're watching, there's clips on YouTube for anyone who gives a fuck. They have the scenes that are identical, shot from different angles, of people entering and exiting rooms and places that mesh perfectly of the Clone Wars and the movie Revenge of the Sith. And once you get to Revenge of the Sith, you're watching the literal downfall. Oh, let me jump back to Attack of the Clones. Anakin Skywalker is so powerful, he does that. He has zero idea of how to control the Force abilities he's been bestowed with. He is not having an arbitrary dream. He's having a Force vision. And I don't think people really realize that he's literally having a Force vision. He is that powerful. He can sense his mother being tortured by the Sand People. So he goes, kills them, finds his mom, kills them all. Insert Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Aunt Beru is Uncle Owen's girlfriend at the time, because Anakin's mother has now been freed from slavery and married to the Lars family. So instead of being a slave, now she is the wife of Owen Lars's father. They come snatch her up. The Sand People torture her, got her hanging up. Anakin senses it. He pops up on Tatooine. He hates sand. He lets you know how much he hates sand. And when he finds his mom, yeah, right. He finds his mom, and his mom dies in his arms. And yeah. Let me say, he did not go far enough, in my opinion. If my mommy died in my arms, it's a wrap. Whoever's in whatever planet is getting it. The whole planet.
I'd have turned into Darth Vader right
then and there. Everybody was getting it. There wouldn't have been no fucking consoling me. I wouldn't have been explaining to Padme how I killed everybody, even the women, even the children, even the
because she would have been dead.
I'd have been killing Padme too. Like
everybody,
there would have been no fucking future. There wouldn't have been no motherfucking Luke Skywalker.
That would have been the end of the trilogy.
Everybody's gonna die if these Sand People kidnap my motherfucking mom, and my mom dies in my arms saying, "I knew I would see you again. I love you." What the fuck?
I can die happy.
After I killed the entire planet of Tatooine, I'm showing up on Coruscant, and I'm fucking y'all up because y'all didn't tell me how to properly read my fucking Force visions. Fuck the Jedi too. I'm fucking all y'all up.
Because he talk to Yoda about that shit too?
Exactly. And Yoda told him to stay focused on the here and now. He knew he was having a Force vision and did not tell him how to properly use his powers to either calm it or to even say, you know what? Let us send a fucking contingency of Jedi to ensure your mother is okay. Let us go liberate your mother. I know you were a slave boy. I know we think we left your mother in abject poverty, but fuck her. That's what they said.
That's really
I'd
literally
have
what
fucked the
they
Jedi
said.
up. I'd have listen. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Y'all motherfuckers is taking fucking children from their parents, and then who gives a fuck what happens to their parents? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, the Jedi are evil. Actually, they are the villains of the story. Real
The
shit.
Understatement.
They are the villains of the story.
hubris of the Jedi. Anyway, fucking. So
we'll get there.
Right, getting back into Clone Wars. You get, I want to say season 2, season 3. This is where you finally discover that Qui-Gon has the ability to he has maintained the ability to have his consciousness remain and not become part of the cosmic force. This is integral to the story because everyone cannot do this. When a Jedi dies, they don't just become a force ghost and have the ability to continue to communicate. You have to be a special fucking Jedi. You have to be taught it. Qui-Gon was the first Jedi in the history of the Order to figure this fucking thing out. That is important to understand.
And taught.
Right. He spoke. So, and this happened on Mortis. Now, understand the cosmic nature of Mortis. I'm not going to go into it. What I'm going to say is Anakin Skywalker was given a vision on Mortis of what the future would hold. And he's seen he would become Darth Vader. And then the vision is taken away from him. Because the entity that shows him the vision, right? The entity that shows him the vision is aware that you're gonna just postpone the inevitable if he retains this knowledge. So he takes it back away from him.
I remember that shit too.
Right. And then you get the fight, and then you get the killing of Ahsoka. And Ahsoka is dead, period. And then the life force from the light side of the force is put directly into Ahsoka Tano. Period. End statement. I.e., what happens later with Kylo and Rey. It's not unprecedented, despite what you motherfuckers believe.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's a fact. So moving on, we get to Revenge of the Sith. You get the epic fight, the epic battle between, Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker. And Obi-Wan has the high ground. Still don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but
he's up a hill a little bit. Keep going.
Darth Maul was standing on top of a cylindrical tube. Okay.
Obi-Wan had the high ground. Let it be.
Well, look. We keep saying slick shit about Obi-Wan. Let me be forthright. Obi-Wan is considered the most brilliant fighter, defensive fighter.
There you go.
Dueling in all of the Jedi Order. If he never tries to attack you, you will lose based on sheer tiring yourself out because his defense is perfect. The form that he uses, he has mastered it because of who he is in the Force. So we talk shit about Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan is up there in order of importance. What comes after fucking Revenge of the Sith?
Rebels. Wait, no, Rebels and wait.
No, Rebels is later.
Yeah, so then God damn it.
Han Solo.
There you go. I was like, there.
Listen.
Can we not?
Han Solo.
Can we not say we did?
No, Han Solo.
Okay. Fine.
I'm gonna say it. Han Solo.
Okay. And then we move on.
One more time. Han Solo.
Okay, we move on.
Yes.
Moving. Okay, cool.
Okay, wait, hold on. Not a horrible movie, not necessary. None of us wanted to see it
at all.
Just
it was
because the people who've watched it, and I've watched it with okay, it's a good movie. I appreciate the movie. Do I appreciate it being part of the larger Star Wars world?
No.
Like,
and that's coming from me. I want y'all to really understand that. Me, like, I watched some shit based on it being a movie. Like, oh, it's a good. No, like, even I was like, why? What the fuck? Like, Solo is not his real name. Like, who? What? I don't understand why you're telling me this. I don't understand the basis of this. He's trying
and like I said, the backstory of Han Solo from Legends made more sense. That's all I'm saying. The Imperial officer who puts his motherfucking shit on the line, working for the Empire in a prison where they're fucking mining spice with the Wookiees, gets a wild hair up his ass, snaps out, frees the Wookiees, starts a fucking slave revolt, and the Wookiee best friend is Chewbacca. Cool, bet. Like, that worked. That shit that was in that movie. I'm gonna call you Chewie because your name is too long. Shut the fuck up. You lost your fucking mind. The weird sex robot getting put into the Millennium Falcon. Too much. Too fucking much. Too much.
Yeah, it was
weird. It was weird as hell.
It was
weird as hell.
Yeah.
So and this one is interesting, right? So we have I'm dead ass. Like, it's super interesting because we have Rebels, Fallen Order, Obi-Wan, all happening kind of
at the same time. Yeah.
Right. So, and this is where the shit gets a little bit convoluted, right? Rebels, you have the return of Ahsoka Tano. They're beginning small individual units of people who are unhappy with what the Empire has done become rebels. They're not a larger rebel alliance yet, hence the term Rebel Alliance. They're a bunch of multiple splinter cells that become aligned with one another to become the Rebel Alliance. So the show Rebels is about that. You see Princess Leia in Rebels. It happens. You come across some pretty integral fucking characters. You come across Saw Gerrera again. You come across some angry motherfuckers. You come across motherfucking Cad Bane again. Like, you start bumping into motherfuckers who start playing a part later on down the road in the motherfucking shows. Like, people are who they are. You come across, matter of fact, in Clone Wars, you come across the Hutts.
Oh, so, yeah, you do.
So Jabba is so fucking important because of the nature of who the Hutts are. The Hutts, they're not just gangsters of Tatooine. The whole fucking family is gangsters around the entire galaxy.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Jabba the Hutt ain't the shit because he's Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt is the shit because the Hutts is the shit.
That's the shit, yeah.
Right.
His name saved him.
They're the goddamn mafia. like, it's a whole nother fucking thing. And so no, wait, you also get I said Rogue One and Andor. Andor is coming.
Yeah. Andor is on this way. Yeah,
it's coming. So the opening scroll of episode 4, A New Hope, the original Star Wars, is the movie Rogue One. Geniusly done. No Jedi to speak of, but you get prime Darth Vader showing his ass at the end. No one knew it was coming. Nobody. Surprise. The movie theater fucking erupted. Oh my God, there is a Star Wars god. This motherfucker's choking and slamming and slicing and dicing and ooh, buddy. Ooh.
I watched that movie solely for that part alone. Like, real shit. I was like, solely for that part. That's the only reason I watched that motherfucker, solely for that part.
Like, and so you get that. And now you're into A New Hope. And during A New Hope, so wait, is this right? Yes. So during A New Hope, you get the things that are happening in Rebels are simultaneously occurring with A New Hope. Because by the time the animated show Rebels ends, it ends at the culmination of the Battle of Endor. and the Battle of Lothal. So the Battle of Endor is Return of the Jedi. The Battle of Lothal is the last season of Rebels. So all of that time, so you get the movie A New Hope, the introduction to Luke Skywalker fucking being introduced, Obi-Wan Kenobi being chopped down. You also get the final battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul in the
I just want to say that the clip that they redid of that fight, I always gotta go because that shit was dope. Sorry. I always want to throw that in there because the movie fight and the shit that they did, I don't know, I can't remember who those guys were.
Oh no, you talking about Darth Vader.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about Darth Maul.
Oh, my bad. Carry on.
Obi-Wan Kenobi fights Darth Maul.
Okay, got you. You went back to Rebels. I thought we were still talking about okay,
Rebels.
My bad. Got you.
Carry on. And that right there, if you watch Rebels, will allow you to understand what has transpired since the show Obi-Wan and to the Obi-Wan that we see fight Darth Vader. Insert Mookie's clip.
My bad.
that fight with them people doing that shit obviously wasn't possible at the time in 1977, but now that clip should be in everyone's fucking Star Wars catalog. Period, point blank.
That shit was fight. That is the fight that we should have had in that like you said, I get it for the time the movie was made. I get it. Yeah, whatever. But that shit that they did,
epic. Fucking epic. Fucking epic.
Dope. Fire.
If you haven't seen it, you know what? I'll take solicit. I'm soliciting shit. If you want to see that clip, let me know, and I will email you that clip because that shit is that fucking dope. It is
dope. It's saved on my computer now because that shit was fire.
So in my Star Wars playlist, I clipped the movie.
You put it in there.
It's inside of the movie now. So if I'm watching all of Star Wars, that's the fight I see.
Oh, you're dope. I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot because that fight is fire. I like that shit's great. It's great. It made me mad that they were able to do it and I couldn't. But carry on. Carry on.
So we move to the Empire Strikes Back. So Luke Skywalker gets one off on the Empire, blows up the Death Star. Empire. Okay, we took an L. Bet. Empire Strikes Back this is where you get the weird kiss with Luke and Leia, right? This is prior to them. Number one, they weren't supposed to be twins. They ended up being twins. They weren't supposed to be brother and sisters. So I'm saying that wrong. They weren't supposed to be brother and sister. Then they weren't supposed to be twins. Then they ended up being brother and sister. Like that's really what the fuck happened. So that's why that type of shit is in there. Cool, bet. Then you get the Luke going off to Dagobah. So the primary focus of the original trilogy is really Luke Skywalker, right? It ceases to be Obi-Wan Kenobi because Obi-Wan Kenobi dies, and he's handing the baton ultimately to Luke. So now we are following Luke's journey. So you get to Empire Strikes Back. Luke goes to the Dagobah. Yoda is on the Dagobah system. The Dagobah is a hotbed of Force activity to include the darkness of the Force. So when Luke leaves, and this has always been a point of contention for a lot of people, they don't understand Luke Skywalker is on the Dagobah for months. It's not a quick little jaunt, even though that's what you're watching in the movie. A lot of things have transpired when Luke goes to the Dagobah system out in the rest of the galaxy. When Luke leaves, this is where Luke gets his hand cut off at the end of the movie and discovers Darth Vader is his father. He does not return to the Dagobah. He actually goes and finds the Jedi text that the Jedi librarian from the prequels, Jocasta Nu, has stored the Jedi library on Yavin 4. So he learns things, and he bumps into other former Jedi who are out in the world that the Emperor and Vader decided were inconsequential and couldn't muster enough strength or support to challenge them, because they didn't kill all of the Jedi. They just didn't give a fuck. I just said there was a whole Jedi agricultural corps, a Jedi engineering corps, a Jedi medical corps. They just didn't give a fuck. They were like, no, fuck them. We're not worried about it. We worry about the battles and the generals, the people who can galvanize fucking other support and come attack us and threaten our reign. They didn't kill everybody. So Luke is traveling the galaxy after Return of the Jedi. I mean, after Empire Strikes Back, with one hand, gets his little mechanical hand. He finds a lightsaber, builds another lightsaber, the whole shebang. Like, these are the things that are occurring, which is why the lightsaber is green when he comes back instead of blue. These things happen off camera. You're unaware of what's going on. Okay, cool, bet. Now you come back to Return of the Jedi and the super convoluted plan to fucking free Han Solo from the carbonite.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're right. You're right.
Plan.
But it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Like, it worked. Yeah.
I swear, I didn't think that shit was a plan. I thought that shit was just a whole bunch of happenstance that just happened to her.
It's a plan. And, you know, and this is how you know it's a plan, because R2 has the lightsaber.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
not saying
the only way
I'm not
you
saying
can
the
know.
plan went perfect. I'm saying you knew the plan was in some way, shape, or form to be put in a position where R2 could throw you the lightsaber.
Yeah.
And that's not to say Luke does not have the same Jedi ability as his father before him, having Jedi visions, because he's seen Leia and Han
in trouble,
in pain, right, in Cloud City. So, you know, he had to, and Yoda's like, nah, you got to stay focused on the here and now. And, you know, he's like,
again with that shit.
Go get my homies. Well, you know, okay, backtrack. Yoda knew Order 66 was coming.
Yeah.
And knew Anakin Skywalker was going to become Darth Vader, because he had a vision, and then he had to allow it to occur. So he knew he was going to lose. He knew everything that was going to happen. I don't think he knew the viciousness of what was going to occur throughout the galaxy, but he knew Order 66 was happening because he had the vision when he went through I don't think he went to Mortis. He might have went somewhere.
Mortis. Was he on?
He was with the three sisters. He was with the three sisters, the keepers of the wheels. And they gave him the vision, and then he had to come back, because remember, he was having the vision where he was like, everything was happy, everyone was alive. And the fact that everyone was alive is what made him realize that, oh no, he fought the Emperor, he fought his bad self, the whole shebang.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Right.
I was trying to.
I gotta go back.
I don't think so, because he was doing something else. He was
somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they told him to go to the Dagobah. That's when he started prepping to run away to the Dagobah. So, right. Yeah. So at any rate, you get there, then you get to Return of the Jedi. You get to Return of the Jedi. Luke does his thing. You can see Luke teeters on the dark side. Force choke is a dark side ability, despite what you motherfuckers may believe. Yeah, that was Luke. Luke was Lukin. Like,
he
Luke
came back like a fucking OG.
Right, Luke was Lukin. Then you have the Obi-Wan manifesting, able to interact on Dagobah, just proof positive of just how powerful of a fucking force nexus the Dagobah system is, because you see Obi-Wan walking through those jungles, interacting with the branches on the he doesn't just sit down, he's moving branches on trees, right? So that planet is very important. We having a conversation, okay, you had a sister, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, and then you get to the final fight between Anakin and Luke. Luke beating this motherfucker ass. Luke was giving him the business, because if Anakin had the ability to be 100%, Luke had the ability to be 90%. Anakin is at 80%. The Emperor is maybe 95. So yeah, he was giving him that work. He was giving him that fucking work.
Obi-Wan's taught you well.
Right. It was genius. It was genius. Everything about that shit
was good shit. I love it.
Like, so, and then we get the end of the rebel aspect. At the end of the rebel aspect, you now have a contingency of former farmers and smugglers and spies, all at odds with one another, trying to determine what direction the galaxy needs to go, because the Empire is no more.
Yep.
The Empire is no fucking more. And this is the political backdrop of the sequel trilogy. Because they never really outline. They assume you know it. There's a series of books called Aftermath. You probably should read them, or at least get the audiobooks. Drive to and from work, take about a week, listen to Aftermath, so you can understand the political aspect of the galaxy that is Star Wars after the time of Luke Skywalker. Like, and this is not necessarily after Luke, but it's after Luke. You know what I mean? Like, there's like, he's no longer, he's a legend. And despite what everyone wants to believe, and this is a problem with Star Wars, with the understanding of Star Wars in the sequel trilogy, because a lot of people don't really understand. 20 fucking years. So the amount of time we watch from the beginning of the amount of time that transpires between that elapses between episode 3 and A New Hope is 20 years. A lot of things have changed. The same amount of time elapses between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump. Now, there are plenty of books that speak on it, right? And notice I skipped over a lot of content when it comes to Darth Vader doing miraculous shit in the comics, just next level, you name it. Darth Vader tracking down all of the Jedi, killing the last of the Jedi he thought was important, like fucking people up, how he trained the Inquisitors. This motherfucker was cutting off their hands. Like, oh, I bet you it's a lesson they'll never need to learn again, because I chopped your hand off, bitch. Training. Like if it ain't painting, we ain't training. Like, this motherfucker was wild. Like, he was doing his shit. Like, look, didn't even talk about Fallen Order with the second sister.
Oh my god!
Right, right. Because there's other content out there. Y'all gotta look it up yourself. This is directly movie visualization shit that you can get to. However, you need to have an understanding of the political climate in each phase of Star Wars. So we can't even get to The Force Awakens without getting to this part, because a lot of what people don't understand about The Force Awakens is how much time has transpired. You have two different groups. There's a group that wants to replace the Empire. You have to kind of understand, like, we just toppled the sitting government. We need to have a government in place.
Right.
And then there's another group of people saying, we can't ask these farmers and these rebels and these smugglers to now become a standing fucking army, because that makes us the Empire we just toppled.
Mm-hmm.
This shit was a problem for years. These are what the Aftermath books are ultimately about. It is showing the different contingencies inside and the factions inside of that dynamic. Keep in mind, you also have those fringe elements of the Empire who still have weapons, who still have people in command who are like, yeah, we don't give a fuck if dude is dead. We not giving up shit. We ain't giving up our power. We was tucked back here fighting like, okay, sort of like Juneteenth. 2 years later, motherfuckers is getting told they free.
Right.
That was in a country. Now imagine a galaxy
where there's no post office, there's no nothing. You can't get the messages out there. These motherfuckers holding down fucking whole planets and shit. It's weird. And it is actually, because why would you give that shit up? Like, why would you, like, I don't give a fuck that they're gone. This is mine. All this is me, partner. 4 and 5. 4 and 5. That's all me. It's crazy. The movie itself. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. My bad. I apologize. We lost him. He is gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this.
So you got the entire history happening in real time of the politics. So the legend of Luke Skywalker is legendary. However, everyone doesn't know about the little farm boy. What they hear of is the spectacular feats that was done by this force wielder who also killed tens of millions of people on the Death Star. Regular worker motherfuckers on 2 Death Stars being decimated by this powerful force wielder. You know who the last powerful force wielder who was in charge was? Darth Vader. They was not having Luke be part of shit because that's the climate. This motherfucker, the last time one of these motherfuckers had some power, we was in turmoil for damn near 30 years. We not allowing this to happen. Mm-mm. So it was not good. Now, there's another book called Bloodlines. Leia is attempting to run for, she was going to be in charge. The reason Leia is not in charge when The Force Awakens opens and she's General Leia is because in the process of running her political campaign, somebody learned the information that she was Darth Vader's daughter. Once again, if we don't want Luke, who has put these powers on display, to be part of nothing, and we're ostracizing him, we are for damn sure not giving any political power to his fucking child, because the last time that happened, we were in fucking dire straits for 40 years, because the last time we put some fucking force user in charge was Emperor Palpatine. And that is what opens up The Force Awakens. that is the political backdrop of The Force Awakens. If you don't know that, The Force Awakens doesn't make any fucking sense, because you're like, Leia was so integral. Why is she not in charge? Why is she simply General? Right.
Daddy was.
Why is she simply General Leia? Why does Kylo Ren worship Darth Vader? You don't understand any of these fucking things without that information from the 20 years prior. Now, keep in mind, you got Mando happening, because Mando happens in between The Force Awakens and that shit. That's it. Once again, and we got to see where that's going to go. We also got to see where Ahsoka's going to go, because the end of Rebels is the epilogue of Ahsoka and Sabine walking off to go to the fucking the unknown fucking region to track down Ezra when he rode off on the Purgles. Right. So all of that has to go into the information and herein. So let's just jump. Let's jump from The Force Awakens, and I'm gonna add my caveats in real time. The end of The Force Awakens is Rey giving Luke Skywalker the lightsaber. Never mind the movie. I like the movie. I actually like The Force Awakens. I seen zero problems with it. All the nostalgia, all of that shit was great. Like handing Luke Skywalker the lightsaber. The scene that was originally supposed to be that was Luke levitating everything and Rey walking up with the lightsaber. That was J.J. Abrams' mind. What's that weird bitch's name who did
you know who she is.
No, not Rey. The bitch who wrote the actually
no. I know who you know who
Ryan
she
Johnson.
is.
Ryan Johnson.
You knew who she was.
Ryan Johnson asked J.J. Abrams to not make that a scene. With Luke being so fucking powerful that everything around him is just levitating. He is on Octu doing the most miraculous fucking force feats known to man, but no one knows where he's at. That would have been so fucking dope. But instead, Ryan Johnson says, hey, JJ, can you make this scene different? And then when we open up The Last Jedi, this stupid motherfucker has Luke Skywalker throw the lightsaber over his shoulder like it was okay. No, bitch. Just no. Then this stupid motherfucker has this shit where Luke Skywalker was so worried about the dreams his nephew was having. He was standing over him with an ignited lightsaber like he was going to kill him. If this motherfucker wouldn't kill his father, who had committed actual atrocities, what the fuck? He wasn't going to kill his goddamn nephew, the child of his sister and his best friend. That is, listen, when I say Disney don't know what the fuck to do with established characters, and I'm not saying you can't get to the point where you have angry Luke tucked off, don't want to be bothered with nobody, because he had every reason to be if the galaxy at large blamed him and his sister for the things that their father did, despite the fact him and his sister is the reason the galaxy was no longer under that oppression. He had every reason to duck off and become a hermit and not want to be bothered with people. But there was no way he was going to kill his fucking nephew. You done lost your fucking mind. And you let's make the scene better. Okay, listen, Favreau, Filoni, listen to me. I'm not saying we need to redo the movies. However, if y'all want, this is a better way to go about that. Kylo, because of his genetic line, exhibits force abilities superior to all of those of his other classmates being taught at the new Jedi Academy. And in his zeal to perform and show off, he accidentally injures another student. So to prove superiority, his uncle, Luke Skywalker, gives this young man an ass whooping that he is never going to forget. And that ass whooping hurts his feelings so much so he begins to idolize his grandfather because he never wants his uncle to be able to beat his ass like that again. And that would be a much better way to get Kylo Ren to be Kylo Ren versus I woke up and Uncle Luke was about to cut me down with a lightsaber because I had a bad dream.
And I'm gonna go kill everybody now.
Y'all lost y'all fucking minds. Y'all, and that would have been consistent with his attitude that he displayed in the rest of the movie. Y'all lost y'all fucking minds. Luke Skywalker would have never done that. Y'all smoking dicks. Y'all smoking fucking dicks. That's not a real thing. Leave the characters alone that y'all did not create. There's too. We're talking about a whole galaxy, far, far away, a long time ago. Y'all got a lot of characters that y'all could be making shit up about. What y'all did, that was too much.
That was fucking
not, right. That's not how you deal with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker would have never done that. And you understand there are Luke traveling and doing all of the things that he had done with other people and in the video games. Like that wouldn't have been Luke. Y'all fucking okay. Anyway.
You good? You good? You good? He really does have a problem with that. Like that this
That
is
shit
a
is
mild. This is mild.
Yeah, it really was. Because I'm usually calling everybody out their name about the mishandling of Luke Skywalker. And I'm not saying like it's consistent that the Jedi run away and become hermits and tuck themselves in like Yoda did it. Yoda was the most powerful of a generation. Obi-Wan did it. Like you see Cal Kestis kind of does it. Like the Jedi running off when they fuck up is consistent with what the Jedi do. I have zero problem with Luke being on Ahch-To alone, not wanting to be bothered with nobody. If he beat his nephew's ass and didn't have the wherewithal to understand he was going to drive his nephew to become like his fucking father, then yes, Luke would be ducked off because he created Kylo Ren. Luke is not going to be ducked off because, number one, if Luke pulled the lightsaber on this motherfucking kid while he was about to sleep, he would be trying to like, nephew, come on now, Neff. Neff, why you out here? Right. Why you out here trying to kill everybody, Neff? What's up? I didn't even swing on you. What are you talking about? That shit was it's just weird, right? I'm not even getting to the Rey thing and her being super OP and that you just so happen to be owned by the guy who owns the Millennium Falcon, who just so happens to have a beacon that happens to pop up when Han Solo happens to be driving back. Anyway,
move on. Let's go.
Anyway, and it's not like I hate the sequels, but there's some problems with the sequel. I appreciate the new Force powers, like the whole Force Skype. That was dope. I'm here for it. I'm here for a dyad in the Force. I'm here for all of that. I'm not here for I am the Sith and I am all the Jedi. No, you're not, bitch. Because these motherfuckers is talking to you. How are you all of them if they're all talking to you?
A Force dyad. A Force dyad. Sorry.
I'm cool with the Force dyad because it's not unheard of. It's in Legends. So I'm not against it. I'm just like not that like so Kylo. So the healing and the Force thing we've seen prior to Baby Yoda using it. However, they slickly implemented it inside of The Mandalorian on that Wednesday prior to the release of The Rise of Skywalker, so it wouldn't be unprecedented when they showed it on The Rise of Skywalker. I was like, okay, y'all think we're stupid, but we're not. But it was a real thing. Cool. All right. I'm here for it. I can accept it. I have zero problem with the Force healing. I have zero problem with her healing the snake. Cool, that's a bet. I have zero problem with her healing Kylo when she stabs him in the stomach when Leia dies. Like, I have zero problem with any of that. I don't even mind Kylo coming up because, once again, there's backstory. Kylo was being thrown in the comics off of a cliff consistently, regularly, to defeat his fear of that. So that they should have showed it though. Like him being tossed off the cliff by the Emperor, they should have showed him force stop himself and then climb back up the cliff and then help Rey beat the Emperor. Okay, cool. Or if you don't, but okay, I'm going to transfer the entirety of my Force essence into you. I don't want to live through this because I've done too much to turn back. Great. So therein, you can be called Rey Skywalker. Won't even complain about that. However, how does a Force dyad truly work? Do we know? Did you impregnate Rey with twins? I need answers. Does Rey bring forth 2 new Skywalker twins? So we can continue the trilogy away from the shit y'all have already fucked up. Because I don't need Rey no more. That story's over. I don't need Kylo no more. That story's over. But to tell me that there are now 2 Skywalker twins at odds with one another, one having a propensity for the light, the other having a propensity for the dark, give me them at 16. Have a Daisy Ridley cameo being mom, but these little motherfuckers is out here wilding the fuck out. Give me that. Stop trying to squeeze shit into the story we already fucking know. We already know the story. Give us some shit where we can be surprised at the end. We know goddamn well when we watched episode 3 that nobody was going to die. Why do we know nobody was going to die? Because there was already episode 4. We knew goddamn well nobody was going to die. The one time we thought somebody was going to really die, they didn't die at the time we thought they was going to die. They pulled the Mary Poppins and floated back to the ship, which was not unprecedented.
But people were mad.
Right, but the way the Force works, it was not unprecedented. Even if you're watching the show, you're watching the movie. She takes a breath prior to the explosion of the hall, and the hall itself is encompassed inside of an atmosphere. It is not the vacuum of space. If it was the vacuum of space, all of the things surrounding her, the debris, would have been sucked out. So it's not the vacuum of space she was in. She was in the atmosphere created by the ships that they fly. These ships have shields. You hear them all the time. Put it on the rear shield. Put it on the front shield. Put it on this. So the hit made certain things fly out, but the other things are floating in place, like she's floating in place. So I don't even have a problem with the Mary Poppins scene because it's not unprecedented. Hell, Luke literally pulls down Star Destroyers into one another while he is floating in the vacuum of space. I do not have a problem with what they did with motherfucking Leia. However, the fact that she really wasn't in the movie and she was already dead, they should have let her die right there. Anyway, moving the fuck on.
Yeah. But then they didn't know either, though. So, but
yeah, they did. She was dead already. Fuck that.
Was she? Not when
she died before they finished the movie.
I thought she died on the.
She died before they finished the movie. That's why they were using scenes from the previous movie.
But
that's why she has on the same outfit. She died between the filming of fucking the Last Jedi and The Force Awakens.
I thought she died between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
No, okay, yeah, she died between. So think about it. She dies. They use scenes from The Last Jedi in The Rise of Skywalker. She was already dead when they shot. You could have just wrote her the fuck out.
You're right.
You could have just wrote her the fuck out.
You're right. You're right.
I love Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, as much as the next motherfucker. But you could have just wrote her out. If you didn't want to do her a disservice, you didn't want to recast her, you didn't want to fucking do the fucking Tarkin thing and put the fucking computer generated fucking face on a regular person, you could have just wrote her out. Open the scene with them at General Leia's funeral.
And been done with it.
Then you could have told a story about her being trained by Luke, secretly having Force abilities, having a lightsaber, but you didn't have to actually have Leia. That was bad. That was bad.
Understatement.
At any rate, and what I will always take great issue with, for 40 plus years, we have loved this franchise and all it had to offer. And when y'all came back with The Force Awakens, y'all killed Han Solo before y'all had the reunion on screen of Han, Luke, Princess Leia, and Chewie. Y'all smoking dicks. That was stupid as hell. I didn't even mind the whole 2 hours with no Luke Skywalker and him being on the, like, literally, if they would have all gotten off the Millennium Falcon to tell Luke it was time to come back because they found him, and it was Han, Chewie, and Leia, I'd have been cool with that. And then Kylo popping up, killing his dad, and then go off at a cliffhanger. Cool. You don't kill fucking Han Solo and then Han Solo coming back as a whatever,
Yeah.
a figment of Kylo Ren's imagination. Whatever.
That's what you're gonna go
He
with.
wasn't a Force ghost.
That's what you're gonna go.
Right. He's not. He wasn't a Force ghost because he wasn't a Force user.
You just refuse. You refuse it.
Was he a Force ghost? Did he even have the Force? Did he even have the Force ghost? Did he have the Force ghost glow?
Was he?
Did he? You seen the movie? Did he have the Force ghost glow? Nope. Nope.
There was a twinge of it there. He was a Force ghost.
Okay. This is the same guy that said I've flown to one side of the galaxy to the other, and I've never seen nothing that makes me believe in no all-powerful force. That guy comes back as your imaginary Force ghost. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all could listen.
Let it go. It's okay, bro.
Anyway.
Oh shit.
Anyway, the future of Star Wars is looking bright. I'm here for Mando and all it has to offer. Oh, wait. Boba Fett, y'all smoking fuck. Mando is brilliant. I appreciate what y'all doing with Mando. Those last 2 episodes of Boba Fett, that's all about Mando. Fucking great. I love them. Yeah, that was wonderful. That was genius. Clearly, y'all have illustrated. Y'all do not know what to do with pre-existing characters.
Yeah.
Bingo. Like
it's to a point.
Boba Fett up.
It's really to a point. I don't want it to come back. I'm sorry. I said it. Y'all can fight me. I don't want it to come back. I really don't. Unless y'all do a complete overhaul. Like y'all.
And really you have to watch it because you have to get the Mando thing. And then Boba Fett was so dope in Mando.
Right. It was
and then
weak.
You come back and fucked it up. Fennec Shan is a dope ass character. How y'all fucking this up? Black K? What? Black K? The fuck y'all playing with me?
The people that died in Boba Fett are the ones I didn't want to die.
I don't know. Y'all was just doing whatever the fuck y'all wanted to do. At any rate,
I was thinking Boba Fett was going to be a real gritty gangster.
That was their opportunity to make us adult Star Wars content. Listen, assholes. We've grown up with the show. We've grown up with the movies. We're grown now. We understand when Star Wars was created for children. That's fine. But guess what? We're grown. Those kids, they don't have their own money. We spend our money. We not letting our kids play with Star Wars toys. Every Star Wars toy I got in this motherfucker is in the box, bitches. Don't fucking play with me. Give me my fucking adult content. All of this shit's in the box. There ain't nothing. I don't even have. This is the original. The boxes ain't never even been opened. I got a Darth Vader helmet in the box. In the box. I got a lunchbox in the box. Y'all playing with me. Talking about Star Wars is for kids. And look, I'm not even going to get into the social justice warrior bullshit and the Force is feminine and all Force is female and all the other bullshit she was saying and her attacking 40-year-old men and blah, 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 like fucking Kathleen Kennedy. Fuck all that. Fuck all that part. That part's irrelevant. I know about it all. I know those arguments. They are what they are. That they really have zero to do with the reality of Star Wars. It is just a fucking it's some bullshit that I don't want to talk about. And the Force is female thing, for her to be in charge, she should have had the wherewithal to better explain what that was. Because the shirt, the Force is female, was a Nike slogan for Air Force Ones. It wasn't about Star Wars. But bitch, you are so closely associated with Star Wars. You come on the stage with shirts that say the Force is female with a bunch of bitches talking shit. You don't get to do that, Kathleen. Go fuck yourself, bitch.
Fuck that up, then yeah, gotta fuck that all up.
I just letting y'all know these toys they ain't never coming out these boxes. I'm putting it out there. They not coming out these boxes. Listen, I got some barbecue. I got some lightsaber barbecue tongs. Guess where they at? In the box.
Where they're gonna fucking stay.
Exactly. Like exactly. Don't get me wrong. Now my Jedi robes, I put those on. Don't play with me. I bust out on y'all motherfuckers with my brown Jedi robes. Fucking out here making lightsaber noises. Y'all, you listen. Y'all stand by for our trip to Galaxy's Edge. Just statement. I'm not even going to fucking go down that road. Just understand the happiness and the excitement that is involved in this process.
Man,
Galaxy's Edge is a real thing. Don't listen, and when it happens, don't try to hit me up and ask me what's going on because I'm being annoyed. I'm gonna stop speaking to you. If when I make this statement, I'm going to Galaxy's Edge. If you contact me when I said I was going on those dates, we are done speaking. Because you think you're more important than Star Wars.
You're not.
You're not. Like, don't fucking do it. When I go to Galaxy's Edge, I'll hit you up. And really, it's going to be a video. Like, look, this is what I'm doing. Check it out. Like,
you see this motherfucker? You see this lightsaber, bitch?
Look at Mookie, y'all. Look at Mookie click.
Like, shit. I'll tell you, I looked this whole thing up. Like, they got Galaxy. You can build your own fucking lightsaber, robots. There's a smuggler's run. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do the shit.
Listen. I love Star Wars, but I'm not about to go broke fucking with Star Wars. I want y'all to know I'm about to build a lightsaber and drink some blue milk.
I am going like
I'm gonna build a lightsaber and I'm gonna drink some blue milk.
I'm building 2 lightsabers because this is the thing, right? Because I didn't think my brother was going, so I was gonna hook him up, but now he's going. So now the money that I was gonna spend on his ass is not going towards me. So that is going towards my ass. So now I'm building 2 lightsabers. I'm building me a goddamn droid. I'm buying me some goddamn Jedi robes, and I'm gonna drink the blue milk, and I'm gonna go.
I'm not saying that I'm not gonna end up with a lightsaber like Cal Kestis. What I'm saying is going to be a lightsaber. Now, if it comes apart with 2 different blades, that's a whole nother thing. Because I just watched Darth Vader take apart an Inquisitor's lightsaber and leave both ends ignited. I got ideas. Cal Kestis is swiping, beating people's ass, throwing one of the lightsabers while whooping everybody's ass, clearing the room out, putting the lightsaber back together, and finish doing his lightsaber thing. Like, this is happening. Darth Revan is shooting lightning while never mind. You know what? I can't go. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not going.
It's going down. Just know it's going down. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be epic. Is the epicness of this trip is gonna be? I can't. Well, when I come back and we start doing the podcast, I'm gonna be in full Jedi gear.
Look, you know what? This is what I'm gonna cam up. Once the return, I'm gonna have on the black Jedi robes and a Revan mask.
It's going down.
Yeah, I will cam up on that one.
It's going down. I'm gonna have it. Good time.
Y'all playing with me.
Yeah, y'all fucked up. They fucked up when they came out with this shit.
Y'all playing. That's all I'm saying. It's all good.
Yeah. Yep. Fuck it. So we did Star Wars content.
Yeah.
And we literally said it was gonna go. We said it was
about
gonna go.
2 hours. Yeah,
we said it was gonna go.
Listen, and honestly, I'm just stopping.
Yeah, we could keep going.
Yeah, I can go on for a while. The issue is I'm probably gonna get off and watch that last episode of Obi-Wan again. Like the fuck.
This is like real shit. This is literally us stopping. There's no way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we're not done.
Yeah, this was us stopping.
I didn't even deep dive into the things I dislike about the movies.
And that can go on for a long time.
Yes, it can.
Yeah. So this was good, and like you said, we were gonna do it. We said we were gonna do it. We did it, and it was fun. I didn't talk about how they treated Ahmad Best and how we in the Black community feel about Ahmad Best's depiction of Jar Jar Binks. I left all that out. I was gonna bring it up, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, because
I was just on the roll, and I wasn't trying to talk about the bad shit.
Yeah, like
I'll talk about the bad decisions made.
Yeah, because the way they treated that motherfucker, yeah.
We didn't talk about fucking like their role in Comic-Cons. We didn't talk about the fucking like the Star Wars celebration. We didn't talk about fucking the whole May the 4th be with you. We didn't talk about.
There's a lot of shit.
Quite a few things. Yeah.
So this is a part. This it's gonna happen again because there's more Star Wars content that's gonna come out that I'm gonna consume the normal way, and he's gonna consume it. He's gonna consume
the excessive way.
the super Star Wars way. I'm just gonna watch it, and then he's gonna explain to me what I missed, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Then I gotta go back and watch it because that's literally what happens with every Star Wars thing that we've ever like. Whenever we talk about it, when the movies come out, I gotta go back. He'll be like, "Oh, you didn't see this? Let me break this down to you." And I'm like, "Ah, fuck! Now I gotta go back and watch the goddamn movie again. I gotta watch the show again." Did you not see that? Did you? No, I didn't see that. I didn't. But goddamn it, now I gotta go back and watch it. Like, and you didn't. Oh my god, yeah. Never mind. I'm not even gonna bring that part up.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you, just let it go, bro. There's plenty of Star Wars left to talk about. I thought I was bullshit, and I can run on. So I talk about Star Wars forever.
Star Wars is great. It really is great. It's iconic. It's been around for forever.
Yeah, like, this is no bullshit, right? So one time I worked, this motherfucker asked me a Star Wars question. It had to be about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We looked up. It was time to go home. Like nobody ate lunch. Nobody did shit. We was literally sitting there having a Star Wars conversation. I'll talk about Star Wars forever. And enjoy every moment and aspect of talking about fucking Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
like if you think I'm mad at you or you think I don't want to speak to you, talk about Star Wars. I will forget all that shit you did.
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you.
I'll be like, oh, then after I talk to you for like 5 hours, I'll be like, this bitch.
Me. Like this motherfucker got
used the Jedi 9 trick on me.
Oh my god. It's like you fucking tricked me. How dare you?
Just so y'all know, listen, man, in the future, this is the pod you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right? Like this
real
is
shit. This is it. This is it. This is it. This was fun. This was it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed talking about like I obviously I didn't talk as much as my brother did, but I did get my shit in there once in a while. Like I said, I like Star Wars. He lives Star Wars. So
my religion. Y'all thought I was bullshitting.
Yeah, he lives it. All right. So so y'all know what to do. Thumbs up, thumbs down, heart it, comment, share it. May the force be with you, bitches. We out.